Get ready, America. A massive tax refund surge is coming, and you're going to want to hear all about it. We're talking about the biggest tax overhaul we've seen since 2017, and it means many of you are about to get significantly larger tax refunds, potentially hundreds of dollars more than last year. This isn't just a rumor. Preliminary estimates confirm it's true. So, why is this happening? It's pretty simple. A tax refund means you sent in more taxes than you actually owed throughout the year. Your employer takes out an estimated amount from each paycheck. But new tax rules signed into law last July created brand new tax deductions that actually started on January 1st, 2025. This means payroll systems weren't accounting for these changes for most of the year, leading to many of you overpaying. The average tax refund is expected to be about $3,740 this upcoming tax season. That's roughly $500 more than last year, a jump of about 15%. Now, let's talk about who will see the biggest surprises. First up, seniors. If you're 65 or older by the end of this year, your standard deduction is increasing by an extra $6,000 if you're single, or a whopping $12,000 if you're married filing jointly. That's more money staying in your pocket. Next, tipped employees. There's a new tax deduction for tips, allowing you to deduct up to $25,000. This is huge, and here's the best part. It's not an itemized deduction, so you qualify even if you take the standard deduction. Just keep an eye on income limits. It starts phasing out if you're single and make over $150,000 or married filing jointly over $300,000. It disappears completely if you're single and earn $400,000 or married filing jointly and make $550,000. And for the 60% of Americans who work in jobs eligible for overtime pay, great news, you could see a tax deduction of up to $12,500 if you're single or $25,000 if you're married filing jointly for your overtime earnings. Remember, this deduction applies only to federal income taxes, not Social Security, Medicare, or state taxes. Again, this is not an itemized deduction, making it accessible to more people. Income thresholds here are $150,000 for single filers and $300,000 for married filing jointly. Residents of high-income tax states are also getting a big break. The deduction for state and local taxes, often called SALT deductions, has jumped from $10,000 to an impressive $40,000. That includes your state income, local, and property taxes. That's a massive increase. For families with qualifying children, the child tax credit has increased to $2,200 per child, up from $2,000. Full eligibility for this means your income must be under $200,000 for single filers or $400,000 for married filing jointly. Finally, if you bought a new American assembled car with a loan that started on or after January 1st, 2025, the interest on that loan is now tax deductible. You can deduct up to $10,000 annually. This is another deduction that doesn't require you to itemize. Income limits for this are $100,000 for single filers and $200,000 for joint filers. This tax refund surge isn't just great news for your wallet. It's going to give our economy a significant boost, potentially adding an extra 0.5% to GDP in early 2026. Think of it like a mini stimulus check, pumping money back into the economy, especially with an additional $500 average refund going out to over 100 million Americans. Looking ahead, you can expect to see larger paychecks in 2026 compared to 2025. This means your take-home pay will increase next year as payroll systems finally catch up and reflect these new tax rules appropriately. However, a quick heads up, because your paychecks will be larger in 2026, you should expect smaller tax refunds in 2027 for those 2026 taxes. Your big refund this upcoming season is due to the unique situation of these deductions being backdated. So get ready for a pleasant surprise when you file your taxes. If this information was helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more essential updates, and make sure you ring the bell so you don't miss out on important financial news. Thanks for watching.